Open this mission you have codenamed Career Quest.
I can't believe this.
It's not my fault. Then whose fault is it? It's nobody's fault. How else would I know that car won't stop when it's drove through the puddle?
It's 1999. Have you noticed any car slowing down?
If you been able to pay attention to the road like you were supposed to be, you would at least been able to warn us. Hey, I got things on my mind.
Like what? That bruise on your face?
Maybe.
Computer. Tell us.
That's acting your age. Thanks, Samantha. How'd you get that bruise anyway, Mark?
Joni Simmons slapped him.
Really?
No. You can't lie, Mark. I saw the whole thing.
But it isn't like that. I was only trying to get a DNA sample for the Morphatron.
Well, you're only supposed to brush against their arm, not slap them in the...
You did it. It's not my fault. These spastic kids can't sit still for 1 second. First they're up, then they're down, then they're sitting someplace on the...
And she slapped him so hard she sprained her wrist, and they both got detention.
So that's why you were late, and that's why you made us take that stupid shortcut by the highway. Okay, so I screwed up. It isn't like any of you guys are perfect.
Yes, it is.
Oh, come off it.
It's true.
Then who broke the flux ride in the transport when we were coming in for a landing 2 weeks ago?
The course was preset. I was just sitting behind the wheel. And if I remember correctly, you set the course, moron.
Give Mike a break, Samantha. We're a team, remember? Let's put on some giant uniforms before Michael calls us.
Okay, I'll leave him alone for now. Besides, I wouldn't want to destroy what little male eagle he still has left.
Bring it on, Jockey Lips. I work at one side of you and down the computer. Uniforms.
Oh, no, you didn't. Now that deserves a response, but Michael's paging us.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, gang.
Hey, Michael. Wait a minute. Let me put you in 3D.
I hate to interrupt you guys, but if you don't plan to be late for admission, you better teleport.
Why are you sending us, Michael?
I'll be sending you to the Flint Hockey headquarters.
Hockey? Isn't that kind of a weird mission to be sending us on? Yeah. Is hockey that important to the civilization?
Of course not, but the loyalty in the game and the fans is. However, only 2 of you will be going.
Maybe Ashley and I should sit this one out. We have a science project due tomorrow.
It would be nice to have a girl's point of view.
Yeah, women just started breaking into hockey in the late 1900s. Too bad you guys can't go. We need somebody to stay behind anyway because there was another temporal disturbance and Vexor might be closing in on us.
That reminds me. The prototype for the Morphatron was stolen. They think the High Council think that Vexor may use it.
Are you saying that besides trying to kill us, he has the ability to morph as well?
In all probability, yes.
Well, it's a good thing for us he doesn't know we're posing as elementary school students.
There's one other thing.
Tell me he doesn't know.
The prototype has the same DNA samples as your Morphatron. Now he has the ability to morph into your teachers.
Then all he has to do is cross-reference a photo with an educational database. He could be at our school tomorrow. Now it can be anyone we come in contact with.
So you see how important it is to get as many missions done as possible.
Who would we bumping into?
Alex, you'll be going as yourself, posing as a boy named Cruz Pettigrew. Mark, you'll be going as a boy named Patrick.
That kid from the other 4th grade class?
Yes, that's the one.
He isn't a dweeb, is he?
Of course not. We only chose the purest DNA samples from the database.
I heard a member of the council just raided the barber shop to pick up some hair samples off the floor.
That's not true. My younger brother got those DNA samples. Who's feeding you this misinformation?
It was a joke.
Oh, sorry. I get a little nervous outside of the lab.
Ready?
I
Yes. Morphatron, activate, computer, energize. Hi, my name is Cruz.
Hi, Cruz. I'm Robbie Nichols, the coach and vice president and COO of the Flint Generals. Patrick?
I'm Patrick Glasson, and I'm from Dora.
Nice to meet you guys.
How does it feel to be the General's coach?
Well, it's kind of neat to be the Generals coach. When you win, it's really neat. If you don't win, it's not that neat. Most nights, a lot of nights, we have close to 4,000 people in here cheering for the Flint Generals, and it's kind of exciting to hear all those people cheering for you and your team. And it's a lot of work. We have to have a good hockey team. I have to put the team together too, and it's kind of fun. It's a fun job to have.
How many players do you have on the team?
Usually we carry approximately 20 players on the team. For any one given game, 18 players are allowed to suit up. You have usually 2 goaltenders, one plays and one's a backup in case anybody gets hurt or something. You have 6 defensemen and you have 10 forwards, and on the ice at one given time you have 6 players, 1 goalie, 2 defensemen, and 3 forwards.
How many games have you won? For this season?
Geez, this season, I am gonna guess Bob Rowe, our special assignment guy. Bob's our radio broadcaster, and he our PR and helps out everywhere, so he knows that better than I. Our winning record was
Was he asking winning records overall?
yes, this season the team's record.
This season our record was 37, 32, and 5.
Yeah.
What's the best part about the job?
I think the best part about the job is that I travel around to some different cities around Michigan and some different areas. Winston-Salem's in our league, and now Knoxville's in our league. I go up to Thunder Bay, Ontario, so a lot of traveling. And I like to skate. I skate every day. We practice every day from 10 to 11 o'clock on the ice, and that's fun for me. And there's a lot of occupations you can have out there, but being a professional hockey coach is fun.
What's the worst part about the job?
Probably on the flip side is the travel. I have a wife and I have 8 children, so I'm away from them quite a bit, and I travel all around the place. Is away from home a lot of time. You miss your family. My family, my mom and dad live in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, so I'm away from them, all my brothers and sisters, so that's kind of difficult being away all the time, but I think the good and the fun outweighs the bad part of the job.
And why were you called the Flint Generals?
I think it was just a name that was here years and years ago. 30 years ago, this is our 30th hockey season coming up. They were called the Flint Generals back then, and it's just a name that's lived on. It changed a little bit in there for a few years, but it's been back to the Flint Generals for about 5-6 years now, and it's just a tradition.
Does it ever get cramped in the players' box?
Sometimes it does. When you get cramped in there, there's a lot of players and your trainers in there, your medical trainer and assistant coach, so it gets busy in there during a game, and we try to keep it as least busy as possible. But sometimes on the players' bench it gets pretty busy back there.
What kind of money do you make?
What kind of money do I make? It's probably I don't know, good money. It's a fun occupation, and good money. I don't know in a number range. It's a tough question. Probably of maybe a principal at a school or something like that. Probably money like most parents make.
Are you closer to anybody more than others? Any others?
There's some players that have been played. I've been here coached here for the 4 years that I've been here, and there's some players that have been here the entire time with me, so I know them a little bit better than some of the new players. And my player assistant coach, his name's Stefan Brochu. He used to be my captain, now he's my playing assistant coach. I know him quite well, and we own a racing horse together, so him I know quite well. And Brian Sakic is a player who's been here 4 years. His brother is Joe Sakic, the captain of the Colorado Avalanche that's playing the Red Wings, and I know Brian quite well. And some of the guys, yes, are a little bit closer just because they've been here for the 4 years.
What are those books for?
I have some pictures of our hockey team, this year's team photo, and this is for you and Cruz, and maybe a couple extras we can get for some of your classmates. And then I have the programs that we give out at the games. I thought I'd bring some of these for you guys too. It's our cover and that, some things you guys can take back to your school. the tables go here. This is where the players, if they get sick or injured, they come in here and see a doctor. It's a broken goalie stick. Now here's, this is the weight room where they all work out. The players ride bikes, watch TV while they're riding, lift weights.
And so was his
A lot of
family.
weights there. You
With
guys
the
want to
birth of
practice
his
lifting
fourth
some of
daughter,
this?
Tara. Kathy
one?
Cash remembers the
No?
We had this great swimming pool, and it was just
No, these ones are
ultimate
light.
paradise. We had just moved from this tiny
Got it.
little apartment in Memphis, so we felt like we were just on top of the
Whoa.
world. Like Hollywood.
Okay, those are little weights,
With
and
his
then they use the
music
bigger weights to get strong.
Cash
You guys got 'em?
He appeared in a string
done.
of cheapy westerns. After Earl Hyden,
Oh, you
we
got
were
it?
doing a
Got
TV
it.
movie called Murder in Kindness County. So me and John played the good guy. He played the good guy, but I was always over his shoulder. What about these guys? It was great.
This is just the coach's office.
Cash's fan cover.
Down here, and this is where I work. Something about Mary, I think. You may want to take a picture of this. This is our board that our team board, all the players' names on. Rally tells.
Are you kidding me? He can barely. He has to stretch out for like 2.
You have to be careful, there's paint everywhere. Probably best going up the other way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for the plays. I put the plays up there. You got paint everywhere in there.
You must put it down, Patrick, and look.
Careful, Patrick, move away from.
Come on upstairs.
Another upstairs.
This is our office.
Oh, look at the trophies. Dang, geez. Look what they did to the cup, Patrick. The Bubba's cup.
All different cups.
What's the
These are
Bubba's?
the trophies for different players. This was like the unsung hero, Iron Man, leading scorer, rookie of the year. This big one's for the most valuable player this
Who's the
year.
most valuable?
This year was Jason Glover, most popular player.
Oh,
Here's when we won the championship. I have the big trophy when we,
and there's you again.
Two years
You have
ago,
it
yeah.
again.
yeah. There's our team that won the championship up there.
Where are you at?
I'm right here.
No, no.
I'm right in the middle here.
Oh, they're all pushing each other.
Yeah. And then there's a guy drew a picture when I used to play.
Shape to draw. That's good.
And then
Oh, there's the mascot right there. With the
down here's
cheerleader.
just a hallway where all more pictures on both sides.
That's a cool poster. Where? Oh, yeah, that's. You're gonna actually go for the top for the
So
president.
some of the players that were here.
Foot spirits. Oh, cool jersey. Where? Right there. Oh, cool. Who's it? Oh, it's him. Now, who's this?
This is my office.
Oh, that's
Yeah, this is my upstairs office in the summertime. I come up here. This is where I work out of.
Oh, those are one of your two children? Where do you sit?
Yep.
And you have a dog?
Yeah.
Those are, what are these? Right here. Oh, okay.
That's what?
Those are like them.
Just that's the cover of the program, and phone numbers and all the stuff they need for business. There's more pictures.
Hi, I'm Patrick Lassen.
Hi, I'm Jeff Griffin.
And I'm Kirby. We're here to ask you some questions about hockey. What are those two things for? The puck.
This is to shoot the puck into the goal, and the puck is to hit around with the stick and fight for it.
How many pucks do you usually have on hand in a game?
Are both teams or just one team?
Both teams.
I'd say about 30 or 40.
How do you control the puck?
Okay, if you shoot it like this, like this, if it's sliding, you can do this. Like if it's going this way, you can do this to stop it. If it's doing this, you can do this to stop it. Why don't I show you guys how to do some things with the sticks? Okay. Yeah. The basic warm-up drill. You shoot the puck to somebody, and then they shoot it back, and then they shoot it in the goal like this. Watch out! That's like a. And then you shoot it and try and get it, make a goal, and then you go back to the end of the line. And
What kind of like shoes do you wear for hockey?
you don't wear shoes; you wear ice skates.
Okay.
And the way you should measure like how far your arm should go, you should hold the bottom of your stick and do this. And that's how far you should. And that's how you should.
What kind of like before you do a game? What kind of training do you take?
Well, I just showed you. Like somebody shoots the puck to another person. That person goes out on the ice and.
I mean, like, do you take weights and all of that when you train?
What we do is we get there like 20 minutes early, and then we get dressed. We go out on the ice before or after they resurface it, and then we go out on the ice. We skate for like 30 seconds, and then we, like I said, we shoot the puck to another person, and then that person goes up and shoots on the goal.
Can we try?
Huh?
Can we try that?
Okay. You be the goalie, and you're right there.
You have to be the
Yeah,
goalie.
you're the goalie, you're right there. Okay, you the puck. Okay. You, right there.
I'll shoot it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I shoot it, now you go after it. And you shoot on the goal. And then you just go back to the end of the line. And then after 2 minutes.
So then, like, do I get in the goal?
No, the same person stays in the goal.
Oh, okay. So then I will
And
go
then
back.
you shoot it at me. You shoot to me. And then I try and get it in the goal.
So, would you train differently to be a goalie than a regular player?
Yeah, you have to like learn like where to put your stick, and like you'd have to use different types of skates, and you'd have to learn like you can only go out so far out of the net, and if you don't, that'd be a penalty.
What are the rules of the game?
Okay.
Are there flat or?
No slap shots, no checks, no trips.
no slap shots?
Like doing this. And,
Like this. Hooking? Do they do hooking?
That would be a penalty.
Can Patrick try?
Back penalty or back checks. That's a penalty. Let's see.
What about high sticking?
I don't think that's a penalty.
That's not a
If you have a broken stick and you don't drop it right away, that's a penalty.
because you could hurt somebody. What would happen if somebody like got hit in the face with the stick?
That'd be slashing, and if they got in a fight, that'd be then they'd get kicked off the team. And but if they didn't get a penalty, they might get like a 20-minute penalty.
Can you explain what a high sticking and the slap shots and those other things and you'll have a penalty for?
Okay, this is a slap shot.
Wait, use this as a demonstration, but really not sure.
This is a slap shot. This is slashing. This is tripping. This is checking. This is back checking. Let's see.
You know what fighting is? Yeah. What about the cooking? Cooking? Yeah. It's when you put your stick back here and pull it out. If I was supposed to do this. If it's right here or higher, it's a penalty. But if it's like right down on your on the blade, I don't think that would be a penalty. Let Patrick try to shoot a goalie shot at me. I went all the way back there. Then Patrick cheat tomorrow. Morphotron, activate.
Should I page, Michael?
Sure, just remember to use the code.
What code?
1999 come collect.
Where you girls get this stuff?
Glad to see you made it back. Did Ashley say we had a visitor while you was gone?
Oh, Michael, that's okay.
No, what's up?
Well, one of the girls from your classroom came looking for Alex at the park today.
Did she see the clubhouse?
Of course not. It was cloaked. All she did was walk around for a bit and call his name.
Cut it out. So, what now?
Nothing. You just have to be careful in the future. Michael, what exactly would happen if somebody from this time found out about us?
Besides dissecting you, they'll probably wreck the timeline and you'll never get home.
What about on your end? Don't our families know what's happening to us?
No, everything is top secret.
Shouldn't we tell somebody? We should at least tell Tasha.
No, you shouldn't. No more than Jared needs to know that you were a boy yesterday.
That's not fair. None of us have anything on Ash. Oh, sorry, Ashley. I forgot.
Oh, that's okay. Being a widow isn't that bad. No, we're going to talk on it.
Actually, I need to break the transmission, but you need to do one thing before I go.
What's that?
You need to check your family at Dorrider Elementary, 1020 North 2nd Street, Flint, Michigan, 48501.
Ooh, yep, there's one in here now. It says, it's from Susan Smith Davidson, and she writes, I think it's cool how you guys teleport from place to place. I hope your missions go well. I was wondering in the future, the past, could you do a show on basketball? I like what basketball players do on the court, and I think I would probably like to be one, but I don't know anything about the game. So if you could do a quest on anything to do with basketball, I'd appreciate it. Susan Smith. P.S. I also think Mark is kind of cute for a 60-year-old.
It doesn't say that.
Yes, it does, right there. So what do you think, Michael? Basketball?
It's a good idea, but I have to do a little arrangement to see what I can do.
Oh, that reminds me. My teacher said he wanted to see one of my parents tomorrow. What should I do?
I should know this would happen sooner or later.
Sure, couldn't we just get in contact with our ancestors and make them play the part of Samantha's parents?
Meeting an ancestor could be too risky. It could change history. It could prevent you from even being created.
Well, one of us can morph into an adult that looks like her.
The problem is the school has on file pictures of the people that's supposed to be your parents.
Then we'll just morph one of those people.
We can't. They don't exist. They're just an egg projection of your genes.
Then what should she do?
We'll send your Morphodroid. It'll be able to take the likeness of any of your parents.
But we really didn't have any parents. The lab just...
It'll be cool as long as they don't start bossing us around. I hate when they do that.
Yeah, my Morphodroid used to tell me what to wear, what to eat, and who I could and couldn't date.
Guys?
And what about the clothes the High Council uses to dress them? Talk about tacky!
No, what about program line number 53?
Guys?
When you no longer live in my house, under my roof, you can do whatever you want. But until then, you do what your Morphodroid says.
Eric, come in here. He told us to come to 10. Oh, gosh,
No, you shouldn't. No more than Jerry should know that you were a boy yesterday.
Yeah, come on, 4.
No, you shouldn't. No more than Jared.
Johnny Simmons slapped him.
Really?
No.
You did it! Yes, I did. Yes, there's one letter.
Yeah, remember Morpho Droid used to tell me what to do, what to eat, and who.
But we didn't really have any parents.
Guys.
Oh, and what about the club?
In 5, 4,
Guys.
And what about the clothes the High Council uses to dress them? Talk about tacky. Cut it out.
you can say it louder.
Cut it out!
Not that loud. 5, 4.
Cut it out.